Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to. But Miss Hina's not interested in any of it. She still prefers to focus all her efforts on replying to readers like. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, if we can get. May your light novel sell well and set a new record.
We'll do our best.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand.
What a strange pen name. Definitely your doing. Having been around you.
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really think this is...
That's right. Be confident in your work. That's exactly.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back in 3 days. Thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very.
There are still documents that need to be seen by the.
Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the.
Woohoo!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like...
Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about.
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation.
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news. No one's talking about that anymore. The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the...
The Secret Spells of Lady Kitsune? What?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, If you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, you'll receive protection of the kitsune. I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one guy wished for a load of mora and got it, but then one night, they actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow, you're right. Everyone, but what's this moon? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important to...
There's a phase.
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market.
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own devices, he might just Also, we still need to figure out what his
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever. Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, after his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now.
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about?
I see everything. Miko.
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author.
Really? But if you...
That seems rather fitting. What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon... Hey, wait up! Oh, Paimon's scared. What a weird painting. Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's a... Looks like the artist signed their name.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Let's get down to business.
Show them. Right here. Right now. Come on out. Show them. Right now.
Let the show begin. Hey!
Emerge.
Wow, this place is huge! Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
Ah, I see. Huh. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move. Right now.
You're open.
Come on.
I'll protect us.
Show them. I'm always watching. Right here, right now, right here. Right now, right here.
Let's get down to
Emerge.
business. My blade!
Come on out. Let the show begin. Show them.
More!
Vamos a buscar la última. Está arriba, culo. Ya, vale.
Come on out.
Whoa. It's that painting we just saw. It's getting eerier and scarier.
Okay. Next, I will show you a secret kitsune spell. This painting is a swift sum. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to... You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the host's body...
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any...
Oh, you really care about the little one quite a lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that. Anyway, are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the painting...
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, you'll need... Now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth?
Probably some...
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again! What the?
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my own What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all?
We got you! So you were the one who wrote up. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that?
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their glorious return to the world and plunge all of Inazuma into a brutal, bloody war.
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her. Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stab.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again.
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't, Miko! Think of something! You're laughing?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit. You caught.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a good spectacle, are you? Always got to dive in. Look what you've done to this little flying one here.
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment ago.
Rakusai? Miko,
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, wait. To be more accurate, it's Urakusai's
Memory? But isn't he...
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at... You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since in life, yokai possess supernatural powers, and even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, typically yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when it piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside.
So that's how it happened. But why did you include it?
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another kitsune, no. I was a mighty and... But with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a great disturbance to...
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite... So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor. Miko.
Yes, that's what I thought too.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You guys were right.
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics.
Not only that, Irakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, a first.
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around. All right. You win, I lose. Happy now?
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders.
Oh, Irakusai.
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. Everyone's quite content in many ways. But they still can't help but ask, are we ever...
Don't you worry. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Miko, it's been nice catching up. But I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to...
I've been great, of course. Every day is especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightful... And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle.
Oh, well, great.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this area. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would...
He disappeared. Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me. Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is... So, your first possession, What was it like? Good. Hearing Rakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on what... Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion of the memories. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing for me?
You cannot be serious, Miko. You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now.
Aw, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish.
Paimon's paycheck? Well, there's no way out now. We're in...
Our bond is strong.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of...
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks. So, Miko, what exactly do... Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea...
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink. One by one, they'd start but now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak, so I will be performing a convocation ritual for them. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narukami Shrine. Once their energy is... All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance. Remember the incantation...
Oh, yeah! Something about reciting the secret spell...
That's the one. Actually, It's not a wish-granting incantation at all. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on their way. I will start the ritual preparations shortly, and at that time, I need you to do First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narukami Shrine. After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. This will take some time. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat, but they may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain.
Alright, got it.
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai...
Okay, let's get going.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Descend the mountain? Are the...
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's gonna perform soon.
I see. I'll evacuate everyone right away.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back and do the ritual together.
It seems like Lady Guji places great trust. Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. Thank you for helping with the ritual. And good luck.
Don't worry, we're much stronger. Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain.
Poco.
Winter shall eventually come.
Our bond is strong.
These monsters look really riled up. Yep. Let's get rid of them as fast as we can. Then we can... All right, here they come. Everyone hold hands. I'll protect...
Take flight! Sakura swirl! My apologies!
I see everything.
Dissipate! Whirling snow! My apologies!
My blade!
Stand with me! Take flight!
But there's so many of them. Come on, you can do it. Let the show begin.
Bond is strong! So rude! Embrace the ice! Whirling snow!
Alright, that's the last of the monsters. How far along do you think the ritual is? Let's head back to the Grand Narukami Shrine and take a look.
vamos para arriba. Pues vamos para arriba. Vamos.
So many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before! Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Huh? Wow, so beautiful! Look! Lights are coming from Inazuma City!
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Your unrivaled power.
Will be honored eternally.
Urakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely. Just a little, of course. Just as I thought. The ritual. Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now...
I'm fine, seriously. Really, no. Honestly, you two.
Hiko...
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me...
Sure, no problem. A meal it is!
Okay. Well, see you...
Aquí un amigo. Se viene entonces.
Dissipate!
let me know if you ever find.
Today is the day we agreed to treat Miko to a meal. The venue is Uyu Restaurant. Let's go!
Oh, wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the...
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that.
Yeah. I guess like novels are just.
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still.
Huh? Paimon can't see Miko. Guess she's not out here.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Miko? What is this? You
I did, yes. You're paying after all.
Cabrón.
The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolutely... Ah, boss, see these two faces here? Remember them.
Alrighty.
What's gotten into you? Come on, Citrus. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds.
Miko! Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us was a plain...
Strange. I remember no such thing. Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you?
Miko, this meal is going to be super
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it.
What? Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the so you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter. The deadline is looming. Thank you for the meal. Oh, did I mention? Ace, I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long and sternly worded letter about it, chastising me for taking this whole thing. Ugh, I hardly see what all the fuss is. Thank you for the meal. Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation ritual I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she... Ugh, I hardly see what...
So this is a day in the life of the traveler.
Hi, Catherine.
Yes, I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. After assessing the assignment, the guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are
Just another day on the job for us.
Allow me to explain. The Tenryo Commission recently issued an arrest
Oni? You mean those big, tough-looking...
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so it came as a surprise to learn that he has recently been But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryo Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him...
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to... No problemo! This does sound like a job for the Traveler. She'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you.
We are still investigating Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, but please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more Thank you. I will await your
Well, let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about this Arataki Ito guy and figure out where he might have run off to.
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is he did something monumental. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first...
Wait, you mean he already...
No, not exactly. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control. You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away. When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally
Is it just Paimon, or is this
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend... Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Arataki Ito? Oh
yeah. I heard about that.
Huh? How can you be so sure?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock. Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can.
On purpose, though, right?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won!" Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Ugh, that's just
He did take it way too far that time. The poor kid started crying. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was... In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a child...
Huh. He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryo... So, I'm not trying to condone his actions or anything. If he...
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help. And
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously. Paimon's curious. Is there any...
yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity. But for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. At first, he was just one of our suspects. But when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying. What's most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have... Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, he's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the As for his psychological motives, it's a bit embarrassing to talk about, but we confiscated him. At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo. The vision hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that
He does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
If the two of you are able to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist. Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there. Hello, we'd like to ask some...
Oh, him again. Sure. I have answers. We've already done some investigating for the Tenryo. I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through.
How much more are we...
A one-off payment of 397,000 Mora, up front. Plus a further 5% of your Adventures Guild remuneration as my commission. If Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought...
Whoa! That's crazy expensive!
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the and, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventures Guild once we have each... Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must... A long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a Crimson Oni and a Blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The Crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The Blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The Crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at him whenever he came near. So the Blue Oni said to the Crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the Crimson Oni chased the Blue Oni away. The Crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the Crimson Oni went to tell the Blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
That's it? What about...
I suppose the Blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again.
But... The Blue Oni was...
Of course it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that what I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past,
But... how could he do that? After the Blue Oni...
that's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the Blue Oni disappeared. Besides, the suspect has already confessed. According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet the Tenryo Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose. Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait! Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into his...
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing...
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, in fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially if you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
It's fine. He's the bad guy.
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable...
Sneaky! Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for...
Welcome to Bonton Sango Detective
Please
Agency.
speak to President
What will you
Song.
have me solve?
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere... According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine mentioned that he has a vision. Why not see if you can track him down using elemental sight? here. Is that Aratak? Doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Beans, no!
What should we do? Paimon didn't...
Don't be alarmed. It's just my, It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want, it's gonna have to wait. I need a moment. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that. Hey, whoa, take it easy. Just stop with the beans. Oh, well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
That's pretty big talk considering all the beans we have.
Yep, that's right. Me, all by my... As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only nab.
Yeah, but nabbing people?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Eat, and the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang. Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to...
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito! Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall. What's taking you so long? You said we were gonna have a...
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like.
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Vale.
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but... Well, it's because of a little thing called...
Huh? What are you talking...
Come on, just play along. Leave the kid out.
Uncle Ito?
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Oh!
Okay, if you say so.
Yep, I'll be right there.
Who were those people?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryo Commission would...
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you should...
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear... I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step out...
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. Come with me. Saves you worrying.